Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. Welcome to the channel. We are talking about your twin flame journey, and this video is dedicated to those of you who are like missing their twin flame at the moment right now. It doesn't stay like this along the journey. Once we are like in the middle of our work, this will change, this will balance a little bit. But there's a stage that all the twin flames go through, and for me, for example, it was for years I was staying in this missing. And really what it indicates on a deeper level is that you are missing yourself. You're missing you're missing, it's not something but it's qualities, right? It's things that you've missed when you were a child, right? That you have not received certain things, and those things you project them onto your twin flame, and this is why you miss your twin flame. It has nothing to do really with love, and we have to come to the realization little by little, right? It's a process, and if I say this now, then this might trigger you. That's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with missing your twin flame, not at all. It's just so that you know that part of that is missing yourself. A big part of that is missing yourself. And you can imagine that, as I always say, you are one with your twin flame, right? You and your twin flame are created together. So at the core, the things that you experience energetically, that's the same for both of you, right? But this means if you are missing your twin flame, it does not mean that your twin flame is missing you. So it's not mirrored in that way. You experience something is missing in your life, your twin flame, you're longing for your twin flame. So you're looking outside of yourself, and your twin flame is doing the same thing, looking outside of himself, right? And missing something, but this is not you. So when you turn around, and that's a process, right? That's the healing journey where I can help you. And if you want to work with me, then you find a link in the description box where you can check out my offers. So that's a process. Now we do the healing, and there comes this turnaround point where we like turn around and take care of ourselves, because obviously other people have not taken care of us in part, right? It's really different for each and every one what the wounds are. For some they are bigger wounds, for others they are smaller wounds, but usually when you are on the twin flame journey, then you at some point in your life you have asked for healing. Maybe you've also asked for love, but I think if you are on my channel, if you resonate with what I say, with what I have to offer, then probably you've asked for healing on a deeper level at some point along your journey, along your life, right? And then your twin flame was sent to you by the divine, right? Because this is a profound healing journey where everything you need to know is mirrored to you, not only by your twin flame. There might be issues that are mirrored by other players, but still you cannot be in union unless you resolve those deep issues. Doesn't matter whether you resolve them with your twin flame or with someone else. So sometimes the twin steps out of the way for us to close certain circles, certain issues, to finish those cycles, those karmic cycles, and and that's where we really need to be patient and to know that's what it's all about, right? And to come to to find our twin flame on the inside and really realize that we're always one with our twin flame, right? Our twin flame is always by our side, and so are we. We are both experiencing this journey here in the 3D world together. At the core, we're like experiencing the same things. We're only like in different movies, and we want to come into the same movie and play the two lead characters in this wonderful, beautiful, divine romance, right? So that's our goal. And your twin flame is definitely by your side. I think that's something that is comforting, right? But of course, we cannot avoid the triggers, because the triggers are our gold nuggets, things that we find, and those things where we can that we can work with, right? And we also have to ask ourselves, because very often being with you would be a big change in the life of your twin flame. It's also a big change sometimes in your life, right? But you're willing to take that step when it comes to your twin flame. So what you need to ask yourself is, where am I not willing to take those steps? Where am I not willing to make change, to welcome change in my life? For the better, right? It doesn't have to be a sacrifice or something. It's never a sacrifice, but change for the better. Where am I like standing in my own way? So standing in your own way, this could also mean that things are presented to you that you maybe want to change, but you can't, right? So one of those things is, for example, money. Maybe you have money issues and you don't know how to go about change in this area. So this could be a block where you're like standing in your own way. What does this have to do with my twin flame? Well, yeah, everything, right? Everything. Because there might be certain wounds mirrored to you in this way. Maybe they cannot be mirrored in a different way, but they are mirrored in this way. So then the universe wants you to have a look and take those triggers and take those issues that are presenting themselves to you, and to work on them and to clear them, to release them, to transform the energies, right? Because then those things are keeping you in a lower vibration. So change, welcoming change, and always like becoming more and more aware of where we are standing in our own way, where we are like kind of self-sabotaging, right? And that's not, I'm not judging anyone, but it's just about being a detective and finding out where we need to look and where we need to go next in order to clear. And of course, I'm not saying endless clearing and clearing. There are always issues on our way. That's also true. But I'm talking about blocks to twin flame union, right? So blocks basically to our highest path, blocks to our highest vibration. So that's something, right? Something to achieve. But of course, the way that this world is designed is that there will always be ups and downs, but we want to stay on the upper level most of the time. And then, of course, there are waves, right? Ups and downs, and so we can create new desires, right? That's what it's all about. And this is going on and on for all eternity. It'll never stop, right? But in order to be in twin flame union, we really have to to gain mastery, and healing is part of it. Yeah, and there's also timing involved, right? Divine timing. Some people talk about divine timing, and very often we hear, for example, with card readings, with readings on YouTube. Yeah, your twin flame is coming very soon. And that's true and not true, right? It really, there is no certain amount of time required. But still, we are in the 3D and we are experiencing linear time, and the day has 24 hours. And when we do healing work, time goes by very fast, right? And energy goes down. You cannot do healing all day long, of course. So yeah, there are limits, right? There are limits, and there are certain things that need a little bit of time. But really, it's not about time. It's about alignment. And that's why I always recommend, every once in a while, or maybe even every day, you could make a statement like this: I choose to align with my twin flame union. Or you could also say, I calibrate to the frequency of my twin flame union. And then let your system just adjust to that vibration. You could also sit with that energy for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and just repeat it. Maybe you put your hands on your heart. It could be like a kind of a little meditation. Or you could just do it every once in a while and just feel your energy rise. That's also nice. Just experiment a little bit with that, right? It's a nice little adjustment that you can make. And if it doesn't work and your energy is not going up, don't worry about it, right? Everything is a process, and nothing that we experience along the way is really wrong. But as I said, if you need assistance, just stay tuned for another video. Maybe you leave a question in the comments so that I know what's on your mind and where you might need help. And yeah, that's the good thing about being on the twin flame path, that we are really dedicated to doing the work, to put in the work in order to achieve twin flame union. Yeah, so is there anything else that I want to say about timing? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think that's all for today. I wish you a beautiful day as always, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.